Girl, first of all, let me just tell you that I am obsessed with Julie and the Phantoms. My daughter and I have watched it 79 times. The whole It just feels so good to see a young Latina woman of color starring in such an awesome show that's produced by Kenny Ortega, who's
Right.
known to produce amazing work, right? So I know you're younger than me, but I felt represented. So thank you. I just want to start there.
That's great.
Tell me, I've seen the video a million times of when Kenny told you guys that you were the band.
Yeah, you are our band.
I did it, mama.
But talk to me about that feeling, about what it felt like being in the room at that moment.
Being in that room with Kenny and the guys, like I said, when we first got introduced to Kenny, he gave me a hug. He made us feel safe. He made the environment, very comfortable,
Mm-hmm.
which is something that helped me be myself in that moment because I didn't feel like there was pressure. I knew that they were just there to kind of see myself rather than somebody else.
Right.
And then it finally did hit me. I know it's kind of weird to be like, oh, I've been working for this my whole entire life, but that's kind of how it is. Ever since I moved out to Pennsylvania in fifth grade, I kind of like, I guess I wouldn't necessarily say like I matured like quicker than everybody else, but that's kind of how it felt for me. It was like, all right, I got to focus on school. Now I got to focus on my craft and make sure that I'm
Mm-hmm.
perfecting it. So this way I can get to that spot. So this way I can, do all those things that I want to do to provide for my family and just kind of be my own voice because
Right.
there hadn't been anybody for myself that I could look up to. So I kind of realized that you have to be your own hero, I guess. And
Yes. Yes, girl. I love that. Did it blow your mind to watch yourself on TV? And what episode made you feel the most proud? Is there a favorite? Do you have one?
it honestly has to be Perfect Harmony. That scene was like there was a lot within it. I mean, me and Charlie had so much creative
Control.
freedom and
Mm-hmm.
control when it came to that scene. I mean, we weren't even gonna do a dance like that to begin with, but when we got the song and we wrote the song and Kenny liked it, then we went off of that and he was like, if you want that Gabriella and Troy moment on the roof, then we're gonna get that dance scene for you guys. And watching that, I had to go back and rewatch it because it was so good. I mean,
It was.
just knowing the amount of work that also went into that, like me and Charlie didn't dance with each other until like very close to the time we were supposed to film,
Mm-hmm.
which was on our personal time actually because we were so busy with filming and I was busy with school and filming as well that we couldn't do it together. So we would have like different dance partners.
Right.
So being able to see how well it came together with the room and the lights and the costumes and the hair, it was just like this right here is what hard work looks like when it's paying.
Yes. Yes. And you guys were just connected in that scene. I loved it. That scene and the scene when you guys performed The Edge of Great. Ciao. Almost right. It was so good. Now, speaking of Juke, um, your father is obviously your biggest fan. I see him on social media all the time. He was
Yep.
just creeping back there. Was it weird for you having to record those moments of chemistry between you and Charlie, knowing that your father's watching? Was it uncomfortable?
Right.
What was the feeling?
Who's standing in the doorway right next to me? Personally, I mean, it was definitely like, oh, I guess he's gonna have to kind of like, not necessarily like suck it up, but he's gonna have to deal with it because it's like, it was just more of like, and when I was on work, my dad knew like, this was
Whole
Madison. Like,
time.
this is time to take stuff seriously. No more messing
Mm-hmm.
around. And if I want to continue this career, he's gonna have to get used to me doing other things like that with other people. But I guess what really also helped was that he had a very good relationship with everybody in the cast as well.
Mm-hmm.
He was he is Jeff. He's one of the guys. He's one of the ghosts. He's like the fourth member of our band. Everybody really does love him. So Charlie actually went to my dad at the beginning of the process and he was just like, hey, like, just want you to know, like, I'm not trying to do anything with your daughter. Just,
Oh,
we're just friends. We're just trying to chill. Just trying to do what's best for the show. And just wanted you to know that. And I was like, okay. Anyways.
I
So,
love
yeah, it was
that.
pretty simple.
So what of the soundtrack? Now I know you wrote Perfect Harmony with Charlie, but let's exclude Perfect Harmony for a second.
Right.
Which song is your favorite off the soundtrack?
I Got the Music. that moment was the it moment. I mean, like growing up, that was always my thing. Like I want to get out and start dancing in my school with the big band and just, you know, own the place like I should. So being able to kind of like really live that was like, this is insane.
Girl, that was your moment. You had the costume changes, the hats. Jada came in through the side to amp you up. It was your whole time. It was your moment.
This is it. Like, look at these beautiful girls of color owning this school. I was like,
talking about. What would you like to do next?
Our thing is we definitely would like to go on tour. That's like our biggest dream. That's my biggest dream, is to be able to like perform with a fan. So that's probably what I'm looking forward to.
Now, okay, we need the inside scoop. Will there be a season 2? I'm asking for everybody else, Madison, because we're dying.
I wish I could tell you guys. Me and the guys are just as in the dark as you guys. I mean, you know, we're definitely doing good. I mean, the soundtrack is doing great on iTunes. You know,
so good.
The charts. It's crazy. We're hoping that, you know, Netflix sees that, which I'm pretty sure that they will. Julian the Phantoms has touched so many people already, and we have such a big fan base, which is crazy. And there's like petitions out there for like season 2 and stuff.
Where can I sign?
Let's go.
For real. It's so good, and it's such a beautiful story about family, friendship, loss. Like, what would you say is the biggest, I guess, the biggest takeaway you would want for people to walk away from after watching the season?
You know, I know for myself personally, music has always been like a big thing in my life. You know, that's how me and my dad's relationship started, with him, you know, showing me his old school music and us me getting into that. And then when I got into this, it was just like, this was my music. This was the stuff that I was producing. This is my voice, and I can help other people with that. So I guess the biggest thing is just how music can bring people together and help you do a lot. As you can see in the show, you know, it brought, you know, the band together. It helped Julie realize, you know, what her mom wants her to do with her life, and how she has to kind of find who she's meant to be and go on that path, because that's what her mom would want. So yeah, just basically the music, it just really helps a lot of people. And I feel like, you know, that's something that's going to help a lot of people, especially now in this world where it's a little like, what's going on? Like, music can just keep you kind of grounded, and you can find different messages each time that you listen to it.
Damn, so young and so wise. Thank you so much, Madison. Okay, now I have to ask you, do you have a favorite Phantom? You can tell me, girl. Which one of them?
Okay, honestly, Charlie gets very salty. That's why whenever I'm like in interviews with him, I'm like, oh yeah, it's Luke. Honestly, I think my favorite would be Alex. Like, I have a hamster named Reggie because
I saw that.
He's like, you know, he's like the sweet golden retriever kind of character. They're nice. But Alex, I love Owen. He's like my big brother. He's so hilarious. He's just the best. I love his little like comments in the show, and just his attitude. And also when he dances, I'm like, Owen,
he kills it.
Calm down. No need to pop off like that. So definitely Owen. He's so amazing.
Oh, okay. Well, we do this thing on Hot 93.3. I have a 3-year-old daughter, and we do a segment. It's called Quinn Sings, and people have to guess what my 3-year-old Quinn is singing. And we have watched the show so many times and listened to the soundtrack so many times that I'm going to play a snippet of her singing one of the songs off the soundtrack. And all you have to do is guess for me what song she's singing. Let's see if you can get it.
Perfect Tommy.
That's so cute.
Which one is it, Madison? Give it to me.
Perfect Harmony.
Yes, girl, you got it. Thank you so much for playing. She loves it. We love it. We're such huge fans. Think that what you're doing is amazing at such a young age. From New York. I'm from New York too, girl. So I already felt instantly connected. But thank you. And thank you for going on social media and talking and engaging with your fans, because you have a lot of us out here. And we're all crossing our fingers for a season 2.
Yes.
Okay?
Thank you so much for talking to me today. It was so much fun. Thanks for the support and watching the show. I wish you the best as well.
Thank you.
And yeah.
Okie dokie, artichoke. Well, I'll be looking forward to season 2, to more songs and more anthems.
Yeah.
And say bye to your dad for me, because I know he's back there somewhere.
Yeah, I'm here.
Bye, Dad.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
No problem.